Sierra Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been teaching, guiding, riding, and lecturing since 1982. Well, let's get to this week's fly fishing report. Fall's definitely in the air. We've got our first snows on the mountains. Both the whites and the Sierras got a dusting. The trophy trout are starting to move, seeing big fish caught in a number of waters, and we're still getting great hatches, so we're seeing some dry fly fishing. All right, let's head to the Upper Owens River. We're catching trophy trout, particularly between Benton Crossing and Crawley Lake in that lower section. And what are they catching? They're catching some big rainbows, 18 to 24 inches. Upstream of Benton Crossing, what are they catching? 6 to 10 inch juvenile rainbows and browns. So if you want to catch a lot of fish, go upstream. Want to catch some trophy trout? Go downstream of the bridge. All right, let's go over to Hot Creek. Hot Creek's doing great. First thing in the morning, we're still seeing our little gray caddis pattern, and it's bringing fish to the surface. We're catching brown trout from 6 to 12 inches in there. It's just fun to be dry fly fishing in there again. What am I fishing with? Well, I like to fish with a size 20 gray partridge spent caddis. I also use elk hair caddises, and I also use gray parachute caddis in there. All right, let's talk about Crawley Lake. Still fishing is pretty tough in there, but they're starting to see a bunch of big fish. I've heard of some 10 to 8 pound rainbows. I think those were the stocked fish they put in, but the guys that are landing them, they're having a blast catching those big fish. Hilton Bay seems to be one of the spots where a lot of guys are catching the fish. All right, let's head down the hill. Lower Owens River, still at 400 CFS. Guess what? I'm not fishing it. Supposedly, it's going to stay at 300 to 500 all winter, so it's going to be tough fishing there all winter. Kind of bad news, because that's my favorite winter fishing spot. But we'll be talking about Owens River Gorge, because that's where I'll be switching my fishing to. All right, Bishop Creek Canal on the weekends, it's getting pounded. 10, 15, 20 guys out there working it. They're catching fish. They're catching stock rainbows and wild brown trout. What are they catching them on? Well, I keep telling you the same flies. Why? Because they work for me. So I'm using hotspot pheasant tail, olive quildagon, stoner nymph, and the green gold prince nymph. All right, well, that's been this week's fly fishing report, brought to you by Sierra Bright Dot. We can be found on Instagram, Facebook. You can meet us on Tuesdays at Mahogany Smoked Meats from 9 to 11, or on lpptv.us.